Hi guys, what's up? Crypto Market here yet again with another amazing video on the topic of cryptocurrencies. And before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you very much for 5,000 subscribers, an amazing landmark that we have hit, an amazing milestone. So thank you for every comment, every single like and subscriber. Next 5,000 is going to be the 10K, so I'm really looking up for that. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure that you leave a thumbs up and comment down below, because among everybody who is commenting and liking the video, I'm giving away a small amount of Litecoin, and all you have to do in order to participate in the giveaway is to simply leave a like, thumbs up, and obviously your Litecoin address so I know where to send the coins. So in this video, we'll talk about 3 coins that I was trading while we were having the dip, where I saw great buying opportunities that were very small, but you know, if you have a day to spare and you want to trade something and you're not afraid of you know, scanning all the coins all the time, then you'll eventually hit on some great opportunities. So that's what we're going to talk about. But something I wanted to point out is that the development of the market cap has been quite amazing. So a few days ago, we're 280 billion, and then only a day later, we were at 380 billion, and now as we speak, we're back at 400,000. So something that we have seen the last time on the 7th of February, still far away from the all-time high of 830 billion, but it's just amazing to see how much money is coming into the cryptocurrency market in such a short amount of time. And I already prepared some articles on interesting stuff that I have seen on the topic of cryptocurrencies. But before we get into that, I'd say that it's a good idea to take a look at some of the coins. So the first one is going to be Ethereum, and if we zoom out, then you'll see that Ethereum just had this amazing rally, that while Bitcoin was struggling and all other coins were struggling, compared to them, Ethereum was still doing quite fine. And of course, Ethereum is the undisputed number 2 right after Bitcoin, and I think that's going to stay for a while. So some people think that Ethereum will eventually move on to become the new Bitcoin. Who knows? But something that you have to definitely be aware of is that after a huge rally, it's quite possible that a downfall will happen, and this is just what happened with Ethereum. So as you can see in this instance, or for example right over here, to be honest, I would love to say that I bought Ethereum somewhere around here. I think I was somewhere here. So something that you can do is, when you spot a trend that's going up, an indicator I like to use is, so of course volume and price is gonna be the most important 2 indicators that you're gonna use. But there's also the relative strength index, and this is basically showing you when a cryptocurrency is overbought or oversold. And as we were moving towards this low, I saw that we're getting to the oversold side of things. So for me, that was a signal to get in. But keep in mind that trading cryptocurrencies is very speculative, and everything I say in this video is not financial advice, rather my own opinion. But basically, you can make perfect chart analysis, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because a big player fucks up your move, or I don't know, some government says that Bitcoin is trash, and then your trade gets eliminated, you get beaten out of your position because you know, some news event happens. So you always have to be aware of that. But basically, you can use, for example, price movement, price action, volume, and for example RSI to predict if it's a smart idea to get into a coin. And then for Ethereum, for me, it was a sign that we're getting towards this this level, and that's when I went into my position and pulled the trigger. And on the way up, I had a few buying orders activating, sort of stop losses. I mean, stop selling orders and limit orders, of course. And right now, what we're seeing with Ethereum and is that kind of Ethereum isn't doing a lot. We're here in this little resistance area, so a lot of bounce play happening with Ethereum, going up and down all the time. Not very spectacular. Me personally, I'm not getting involved right now because I'm just not in the mood for bounce play. But basically, I mean, experienced traders, even though it's not a big move, you can make money off of pretty much every move that is happening. And when a pattern like this occurs, you can make money on the way up, you can make money on the way down, then up and down again. But when you're doing this, you really have to be aware that you really need pretty much nerves of steel to pull something off like that. Like, I don't show my Coinigy analysis a lot, and I mean, surely there's a lot of room for interpretation when it comes to reading charts, but this is something that I just wanted to show you guys because I thought it was very interesting. Sorry for that. And the next pair that I thought was really good was Ripple, because Ripple was showing us on the 2nd of February an amazing buying opportunity. So as you can see, guys, this is, in my opinion, a complete no-brainer. Like, you don't need to know how to analyze coins, you don't need to know anything. Like, it's just pure watching the market and knowing what happens. As you can see, Ripple was going down so fast that, you know, sellers were dictating the price. We were having this bearish movement, and then the buyer stepped in and the price went from how much? From 8,900 Satoshi up to 10,400. Basically, as you can see, again, in the RSI, you can see that we're heavily oversold. So it was really due to a bull movement, and that's just what happened. So again, I was not lucky enough to get in here, but that's fine. I got in somewhere around here, and then on the way up, I was selling all the orders. And basically, if we take a look on how much that was, like, let's just see what the target was, like 12%. Basically, of course, not a lot as it appears to some viewers, but if you have enough liquidity, if you're trading high enough positions, even here you can make a lot of good movements. Although I must say that I thought it would go up a bit more, but this was just fine. So at the beginning, when you start to trade, it's not about doing everything perfect. It's more about just surviving in the market. And the next one I'm going to show you, and this is going to be the last one. So I told you I'm going to show 3 coins. Is going to be EOS and Bitcoin, and I already have my fib retracement right here because I thought that it's... So I had this here earlier, and right now I have to get on top of things before oh yes, that's why I had it here. So you can see here that we were hitting this resistance. So this is an indicator, again, for bounce play. Experienced traders can get in here, and if you combine that with RSI, you can see that this is a more dangerous zone, so something for more experienced traders. I would be aware of that. But here again, we see that EOS is no, this is the wrong graph. We can see that EOS is in a little resistance zone, not a lot happening here. But if you know what you're doing, there are always good opportunities to basically make money. And I'm very sorry I forgot to unplug my cell phone, and this is pretty much all I wanted to show you in the chart. So I hope you enjoyed the show. And something that I wanted to also show you is the richest people in cryptocurrency, an official list that has been issued by Forbes. And first surprise to me is that Charles Hoskinson is up there, and because he's just so amazingly humble, and this list claims that he has like a net worth in cryptocurrencies from almost 500 to 600 million dollars. And where's Roger Ver? Don't I like Roger Ver or what? So Interesting to see that, but also Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum's Mr. Ethereum himself, also up there with only 24 years. So good for him. And Crypto Weekly released a list of the most influential people in cryptocurrency. You can see that Vitalik Buterin is up there at number 1. Then we have Charlie Lee, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, Roger Ver there, and I'm quite surprised that Andreas Antonopoulos is on the 5th position, but all the other 100 people can be checked out on Crypto Weekly. And again, the SEC had a discussion a few days ago about the future of cryptocurrencies, how much the SEC will regulate them, and they gave us some bullish signals that it won't be a party pooper when it comes to cryptocurrencies and not regulated a lot. So something that I saw on Cointelegraph is I watched this interview, and this lovely lady with a lovely French accent said, I'll just read this off. The ECB chair of supervisor board, Danielle Nouy, added that although she had no clue whether new regulatory moves on crypto would come from Europe in the future, involvement of ECB regulated banks in this sphere was very, very low. So we dodged a bullet right there. We scrutinized the issue in a regulatory perspective. We are ready to do something if it was needed, but so far it's not exactly very high on our to-do list. She told the network, and you have to keep in mind that compared to gold or commodities, stocks, Bitcoin, and so on, like our beloved cryptocurrencies are like dwarfed by the volume that these other assets have. So good sign for the market right now. I'm not sure if this bullish market is gonna keep up like that. So only the future will tell. But I'm ready for a February that's going to be very, very slow. In any case, guys, keep in mind that everything I said in this video is my personal opinion and not financial advice. And cryptocurrencies are super, super, super volatile. So it's very speculative to invest in it. And you should only invest into cryptocurrencies if you are somebody who knows what he's doing. Basically, only invest a few % of your net worth so you don't burn your hands. Never invest money that you are not afraid of losing. And if you're not at least 18 years old, and just don't do it at all. So guys, with this said, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and comment, because among everybody who's commenting, I'm giving away a small amount of Litecoin each and every day. And see you next time. Bye bye.